And for the last time today, we are up at the start line of Henley Royal Regatta for now the Britannia Challenge Cup, the last race of the day between Hinksey Sculling School on the left-hand side of your screen and London Rowing Club A on the right-hand side of your screen.
Hard to get Coxfalls up and running, but both crews driving their legs down, getting that, put as much power as they can, and nicely off the start. London seemed slightly better of it, but very, very early stages.
So that was a quick start there from London Rowing Club, who sit on the left-hand side of your picture. But Hinksey Sculling School, the team from Oxfordshire that set the regatta ablaze last year. In fact, in this very category, the Britannia Challenge Cup, you know, their juniors went on to progress through the regatta like no one was expecting, and great to see them back here again. Indeed,
an interesting contrast between quite an old crew, been around for, old club, been around for a long time. London, the left-hand side of the picture, established in 1856, compared to Hinksey only in 1998. So a more established, a long-term, well-known name. But Hinksey have had a brilliant regatta, not just about last year, Camilla. So Hinksey in the first round beat Canterbury, and then they went off to beat Tideway Sculling School on Wednesday, which is the second round. Interestingly, similar sort of time to London, but London here have got the advantage, length and a half.
Yeah, and London again, they'll be rowing towards that noise on the Berkshire bank that comes time and time again for those clubs from the River Thames past the Remington Club. You can see the flags waving high here, and they'll be enjoying this, sat with a nice comfortable cushion between their stern and the bows of Hinksey Sculling School. You
see, they just put an extra 1 or 2 strokes a minute, London, then just try and make the most of that sound and really push forward the slightly quiet part of the course from 100 metres or 200 metres, and then into the enclosures.
Yeah, and great shots here of Ed Davis, Ed Thomas, Matt Reeder and Callum Jenkins that make up that quartet, and in the bows you can't see Cox Rosie Margolis, the Edinburgh University Cox that took them to win the Prince Albert in 2016. She's back now here rowing for her club at London Rowing Club and trying to replicate those very successful results.
Look at that, a brilliant combination view of the combination of the styles from the two crews. London slightly more punchy, taking an extra 1 or 2 strokes a minute. Hinksey take a longer stroke. Will that one or bit more energy in the tank help them as they come towards the last stages of the race?
And a little bit bumpy here. We talked about this from those shots of the course. It's not easy rowing through the wash, rowing through the wind, and you can see just how much that upsets the balance of the boat, Jim. Yeah,
London obviously rowing the larger part of the Thames, the Tideway, down in Putney in London. Maybe they're more used to it. But Hinksey rowing up at Oxford, probably used to more flatter water. I know, we'll see. But once the next maybe 10 strokes, they'll be out of that. They'll be into the calmer waters, the enclosures, and they've got what? 30 strokes or so to go, 250 metres.
Yeah, and we just saw Rosie Margolis there in the Cox's seat for London Rowing Club. She managed to take them to the semi-finals of this event last year, London. And if she keeps this pace with this club, then they'll be progressing on well through the regatta. But Hinksey have fought the whole way down. They've been throwing punches still and trying to keep check with them. And we can see just the eyes of Toby Harris, just 16 years of age in this Cox's seat.
What an experience, how brilliant. And a brilliant view of that crew working together, long, powerful strokes. But they're doing their best to come back on London, but London more punchy, an extra 1 or 2 strokes a minute, 36, 37 strokes a minute, certainly working in this event. They've got about 2 and a bit length lead as they come up for the last 10 strokes of the race.
And despite it being the last race of today, the Friday of Henley Royal Regatta, the volume stays high for London Rowing Club into their final 10 strokes, and it's going to be a nice feeling for them in this Britannia Challenge Cup event. And what an experience for them. It's not easy being the last race of the day, but it makes it a little bit easier if you're the winning crew. But over the line go Hinksey Sculling School in a valiant effort from them in the Britannia Challenge Cup.
London, punchy, attack the whole way, great race.